I'm outside Notre Dame Primary School today on the 30th anniversary of the introduction by Margaret Thatcher's government in 1988 of what was called in England and Wales Section 28, or in Scotland Clause 28, or just the clause as it later became known. This is a legislation which banned councils, local authorities and schools throughout the country from having any material which promotes homosexuality, or having any material with just the intent to promote homosexuality. Even though this has been repealed now, many LGBTI rights groups today say this continues to cast a cloud over Scotland schools and indeed schools throughout all of the UK and have a pernicious effect on even today's children. This legislation was eventually repealed in 2000 by the then Community Secretary Wendy Alexander, in an acrimonious battle when the stagecoach mogul Brian Souter funded a private ballot initiative in order to try and keep the clause as it was then. That campaign failed and the clause was repealed, but nonetheless groups like Stonewall today continue to say that many children actually continue to suffer. So, for example, some of the statistics they cite is that over a half of children who identify as gay in school say that they have received some form of bullying. 7 in 10 trans children who are open say that they have received bullying, and indeed only 1 in 5 children say that they've in schools today in Scotland say that they have heard of any teaching of any material for relationships or otherwise on homosexuality in school. Now these statistics point to a situation which gay rights groups say has to be combated. The Time for Education campaign, or TIE as it's called, say that we now have to have gender and sexuality inclusive legislation in all of Scotland's schools today. 30 years on, we maybe have a more open society with the introduction of same-sex marriage, of protections from the Goods and Services Act, but nonetheless, many groups today and many gay people and LGBTI people today say that whilst the adult world is open and free, we have to make sure that we're not putting today's kids in Scotland back into the school closet.